Police in Perak have detained 6 of the 7 students allegedly involved in a bullying incident at a Kuala Kangsar boarding school.
Police have arrested 10 teenagers in Kampung Gajah, Perak Tengah in connection to a viral video that showed a 14-year-old boy being hit and bullied by a group.
A Navy cadet officer from the Malaysian National Defence University or UPNM has died after Navin, the 18-year-old student, was savagely beaten by a group of his former schoolmates.
A 17-year-old student claimed that he was beaten up by a group of students in a classroom. He suffered a fractured jaw during the incident.
There are many types of bullying, but the most frequent one in Malaysia is physical bullying. Physical bullying includes hitting, kicking, and even destroying property. We have seen a disturbing number of cases of death that caused by bullying. For example, a 19-year-old T. Navin who died after being severely assaulted and sodomized by former bullies. Another infamous case of Zulfarhan Osman Zulkarnain, a naval cadet officer who died after being tortured by his university classmates for allegedly a stolen laptop. A fact about bullying is in Malaysia, bullies who use violence can be prosecuted under S322 of the Penal Code for causing grave harm voluntarily. The next most common bullying in Malaysia is cyberbullying. Well, Kamini the writer wrote in the article, sending, uploading or spreading nasty, inaccurate or hurtful stuff about someone via SMS, apps, social medias or any other platform is referred to as cyberbullying. Well, in Malaysia, Communication and Multimedia Act 1998, Section 503 of the Penal Code make it illegal to convey threats through social media or on the internet. Cited from the article, cyberbullying can not only ruin a person's reputation, but it can also inflict severe psychological and emotional suffering. This can lead to self-harm and suicidal thoughts. For example, we can see the death of Teh Wen Chen in his 20s who committed suicide after being taunted by former classmates. Throughout the cases read every day in our daily life, we can conclude that bullying has a negative impact in someone's life or even the family of the victim. They can lose their child, some can even lose their childhood memories because of the bullying. And as a living person, it is our job to avoid these circumstances of bullying by teaching our children not to bully. With that, thank you.
Another type of bullying that can be discussed is social bullying, or known as relational bullying. This type of bullying was meant to downgrade and harm the innocents, whether it is individually or in groups. The behavior of social bullying are aggressive stances, rolling of eyes, sides, frowns, sneers, sneakers, hostile body language, shaking of face, and look and glances that contain nasty message. However, it is very hard to recognize social bullying, but it can be expressed through social exclusion, ignoring, isolating, and shunning the victims. Lastly, psychological bullying is the last type of bullying we will be discussing. The impact of individual psychological harm caused by the words or action had to be done repeatedly and intentionally to the victims. Typically, this kind of bullying involves a bunch of famous groups which target the innocent by rejecting and badmouthing them. After knowing these 4 types of bullying, anyone who is watching this video right now should be careful not to get caught up in the symptoms of bullying, nor to be one of the victims of bullying.
According to Melo 2017, victim's personality is one of the factors contribute to bullying. The bully may have prejudice towards skin color, the gender, sexual orientation, or even religion. Lack of empathy shown by parents contribute for this attitude to develop. And sometimes, the bully does not realize that they are bullying others, but they are just playing around and try to communicate or try to making friends with the person that they are bullying. Next, according to Melo 2017, bully's family situation is also one of the factors causing of bullying. Joshua Miller, Irene R. Martin, and Gerald Chalmers 2003 explained that bully's life influenced by lack of emotional support, poor parental communication, authoritarian parents, divorces, and also domestic violence. Dr. Narisa Bower explained that parents are their children's greatest role model. They will try to copy and imitate their parents' behavior, and they might be understood. Violence is common and will try to use it with their friends. Joel Schwartz 2006 stated that based on this simple reason, bullies may copy what they see at home and practice those abusive and violent behavior at school towards others. That is all for me. I will pass the presentation to the next presenter. Thank you.
I will proceed with another causes of bullying. Before this, we only see in the context of bullying. But have you think why the victims can be bullied? The person that has antisocial personality trait will be more vulnerable to be victimized. Firstly, the victims are less accepted and rejected by his or her classmates, friends, and surroundings. Secondly, a person that faces anxiety and social avoidance where he or she will not interact with others. Thirdly, the person that shy and not interact with others. Unfortunately, because of bullying incidents, it may develop a quiet, withdrawn, and possibly worried demeanor for the victim. This condition will make a person vulnerable to be victimized since the person isolates from surrounding and attract the bully. Another one, peers also play an important role in bullying incidents. Peers that tend to accept and encourage in the incident where their response is not to stop the bullying incidents. Furthermore, bystanders or the peers that only watch the bullying incidents frequently support rather than prohibit bullying. Unfortunately, if a victim in different age or batch, he or she not may be so lucky because bystanders are less likely to help bullying victims when the victim comes from a different age or batch. But if the bystander has a higher social status, maybe he or she will speak out for the victim without worrying about the consequences against him or her because he or she will be more confident to do so. Besides, if the bullying incident or bullying makes the bystander angry, the bystander tend to help the victim or stop the incident. As conclusion, bullying is the result of individual influence or traits and the context in which they operate, which is the surrounding.